Okay. Do. But away. Away. Video glitching, so it's fine. Let me bring up the game back up. Boop. Cool.
Danganronpa.
Okay. Okay, that is okay. Test. 1, 2, test. Test. 1, 2, test. That'll work, I guess. My body is super long. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello.
I thought we were starting at 7:30.
Yeah, or 7.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was 7:30. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
7.
All right. I got coffee. I'm ready.
Okay, we just gotta wait for Byron.
You message that nerd. I'm just throwing it out there. I do not trust Sakuya at all.
Yeah. Wait.
Also, when games tend to front load the backstory of a character right away,
Yep.
they usually end up being one of the first ones knocked off.
Maybe.
So, I'm just making my predictions.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted. Okay. Sayaka, that's her name. Sayaka. I'm dumb. I should know. I should know all the characters' names from definitely the first game. I played through the first game like too many times.
Trigger Happy's the first game, right?
Yes, Trigger Happy Havoc.
What game is Chiaki from?
She is from the second game. Danganronpa 2. What? I don't remember what the title is.
Alright, second game. Fair enough. Does she have like a sister or something? Or a brother? Because there's another character
Goodbye
in that
Despair.
game.
That's the second game.
Okay, because there's another character that has like the exact same like gray, slightly pink hair color that she has.
Maybe. Depends.
Spoilers.
They're really spoilers. Just drop something I can't find it. Oh well. There are some characters that are kind of similar. I think I know what character you're talking about. I do not think they have anything in common, really. There's actually a really confusing thing that happens for the second game and then for V3, where they use a voice actor again, but for a different character. Which it's really confusing when you first are introduced to the character in V3, because you're like, wait a second, that's that character, you know, that one.
Yeah, that one character. Yeah. Okay, sure.
So you're just kind of confused, like, what's happening? So, yeah. Come on, I ran quickly up. I guess he has 4 minutes left.
I don't know what he's doing. Let me see if he's on League.
Nerd. Oh, nerds play League.
He's not on League.
Better get up in here real quick. I bought so many things recently that are Danganronpa related. I bought 2 shirts on Hot Topic, and I just got it just now, a figure that I ordered. But I cannot show the figure because it would be spoilies.
Okay. Does it like show who the killer is or the main perpetrator?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say something, but I don't want to get confirmation.
Yeah. Byron, hurry up.
I know in one of the games, one of the characters has self-inflicted amnesia, and it's a major plot point.
Kinda.
Damn you, internet, for partially spoiling vaguely Danganronpa games that I'm not sure which one because I don't remember properly. Damn you, internet.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. But, yeah. Byron, get in here already. Please.
Gotta tell him we were gonna go give gifts to Best Girl, and that'll get him in here.
Oh man, gotta go see Best Girl Sakura. The only girl, really, that matters.
my personal opinion, I think Kyoka is best girl, but that's just me.
Kyoko? Yeah, she's
Kyoko.
definitely one of the best girls, I would say. Oh no, but Hina's really good.
Hina, is that the girl with the
She's the swimmer.
Oh yeah, Hina. Her
she's-
last name, nickname Hina. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Aoi.
she
Yeah,
knows.
Asahina, yeah. Trying to think of other girls.
I'm wondering when the crazy comic book girl's gonna betray people, because she seems like the oh my god, freak out at everything, can't handle any stress.
Oh, you mean
gonna blow up
Toko?
at you.
She's not
Yeah,
the comic
writer
book.
girl.
She's a writer, not a. You're thinking of Hifumi. He's a fan writer. Well, not necessarily comics. Fan fiction.
Oh, the fan fiction. The
Yes.
dude that I want to immediately get killed off, but no, he won't be because the game wants to annoy us. Just how it works. You don't kill off the annoying person first, unless it's a scary movie. If it's a scary movie, the annoying person usually goes first, unless you're comic book.
Usually first or second. If they want to be special, it'll be the second person. You know, not as obvious. But yeah, they usually die pretty quick.
Oh boy.
Where's Byron? He is late.
Yep, it is 1 minute past 7.
Oh,
You
there
can go ahead.
he. Where is he? Where is he, my friends? Where is he? Doesn't even show he's online. How dare he? How dare he not be online when we need him to be online? Wait, now he's online.
What the hell is he doing? He's not playing League. I can't think of anything else he's doing. Is he in Daka or something? Let me check. Checking another server and seeing if he's in there.
I just messaged him.
Yeah, I messaged him too. He's not responding though. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Byron's being a dork. He's not joining us.
What? Why?
He just says that he had some. He seems, well, a little tilted IRL. He seems a little moody.
Okay.
I don't know. He probably had a fight with his mom or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he's got issues going on at home. I don't want to be too specific. He's got a grandmother who is going through some late life health issues.
Gotcha. I think I've heard about it before. You don't have to elaborate too much.
So, nah, he's not joining us.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. Best girl time.
So, last time on Danganronpa, we are stuck inside of a school with a crazy bear, and the only way to get out is if you kill someone. But nobody was really interested, and then Monokuma came and was like, here's some videos of something.
Here's some motivation.
Yeah, that's some motive for you to do some murdering fun. And we saw Makoto's family being all happy and cheerful, wishing him good luck at his time at school. But then the image changed, and it was the couch in his house all busted up and his family gone. What happened to them? Who knows? And everyone else saw something somewhat similar, you would probably guess. And Sayaka was very, very upset by what she saw. Don't know what she saw exactly. She was very upset about it. And we had to
Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. We had to go and console her. And that's basically where we left off. Basically promising her to help her get out as best we can. Geez. Seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. So many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in that video might be real? Monokuma? Monokuma. What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? ... I want to get out of here. But I could never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? ... Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Off to bed. Ding dong. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here?
Sorry.
I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Oh goodness, Sayaka. Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so
Sorry
strange.
to bother you, but something really weird just happened.
I killed somebody. Wait, what?
Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room. Wait, why does Makoto say that? Why does it say Makoto saying that? Because that's what she's supposed to say.
Probably a translation error.
Okay.
Oh no, he's saying that she's rattling his door and shaking. So she was banging on the door. I think that's what's going on.
No, that's what she's supposed to say. All of a sudden, my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, and I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was no one there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is, you know...
Baka.
Oh jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, can we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight. Switch rooms. If it'll help you put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't concern you? It's fine. I trust you. In that case then. It's nighttime.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we could trade keys too. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. Again?
like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh? Aren't you gonna say you're just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way onto her face. Thank goodness. It looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open, no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I'll absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even talking to me? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob and lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open, no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. I looked around as soon as I got out in the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good, there's no one here. Nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice though. It's kind of weird to dig around through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we'd found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video, but it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. Cookie time, I guess. The bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Hey, point. Neat. Bathroom. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. A surveillance camera. Makes sense there'd be one here. Like, my room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me sticking around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself into Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me sweet dreams. A little weird, but okay. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Like in the theater. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Ominous.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Not the breakfast. No. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto. Good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high school students, like high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late.
Yo.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup would not cooperate this morning.
Ah, well.
My
hello.
apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. Thanks. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone from waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? It's so awful to be late.
Yo.
Is that like her standard face?
A little bit.
Distressed.
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I played in the Bermuda Triangle. Got lost. I don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least, that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late.
What?
What's going on here? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always had I can't speak. I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small, dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, yes, the room has been completely transformed. What the hell? Yes. There are slashes and gouges from the wall and the floor. More importantly, where is Sayaka? Where could Sayaka be? Can you help me find Sayaka?
In the shower place?
In the
Well,
bathroom?
First, pick up the key.
Check the key. There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. I gave it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. In the bathroom?
Sure.
Oh man, what could be there? I better check the bathroom. Let's take
Oh, please don't tell me this
look.
is the...
Inside.
I'm... Is this gonna be a DDLC moment?
Hey, baby. Maybe a little bit. Be a lot.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself into my brain. And then, everything went black. Chapter 1, Who to Survive, Deadly Life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were
You're
unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened?
The color of blood is bubblegum pink color now.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. No. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and exploded out of me. I shut up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give
You
up.
can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you
What?
think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember that terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to fly him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obviously he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
Then, you did it. You killed her.
come
You already
on.
know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you! Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove jump get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What
Someone-
is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing. It's some people are capable.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume it. He's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we can do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from school, right?
Huh?
Ah,
Come on.
don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz out
Hey.
here? You're super
come
naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing.
Now
Are
then.
you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then
To not get
Perhaps.
caught.
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blacken that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you were talking about, is it not?
in other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it! Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin! Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blacken who committed the murder, and they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is
So
to
if you
it.
pick the wrong person, then everybody else dies.
Yup. Well, so, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution! Execution!
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all of your lives are on the line.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me just add the rule I just described in your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you
You're
talking
freaking
about?
insane, you know that?
Huh?
What
A
the?
class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop
What
it!
do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy!
The hell are you talking about?
Punishment?
Hmm.
Never mind. I don't know. Throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
What the hell up? Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this.
I
Don't be so
believe-
selfish.
Stop it!
Don't be
the one-
selfish.
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Grr,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Uh-oh.
This wasn't supposed to. Why?
That escalated quickly.
Me?
Yeah. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't...
Uh,
This can't be real. No way!
Well now,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Chico's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I've ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junka, who until just a moment ago had been our friend, she was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just Wen died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of this world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened.
Ta-da!
This little vial has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
It's the Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys are experts at this kind of thing. You can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and the cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I can see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow complicated. We got Romeo in my room. Romeo! Romeo! Hey! You wanna go? Okay, bye.
Well,
Now then, put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to do your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a while. Goodbye. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. There was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation unimaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she still didn't show the slightest hint that I had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the sea certainly isn't going to help anything. And
What the heck?
saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can adapt will die. Death is the only thing waiting for those who are unable to or unwilling to die. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened!
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating this sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there's something I need to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death, which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop
Because if
talking.
he's the killer, he'll destroy evidence.
Yeah, isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
Ugh.
Fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them, but their stats, they're totally OP!
Huh.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm so pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Juko. She don't look so good. I gently placed my hand on Juko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like you do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's
I know it's a
dead.
gag.
Then that means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no! Somebody save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your
You're
problem?
just now accepting that? Yeah. Yes, he is. Should we talk to anybody else? I don't know if we can leave yet. We'll talk to.
Talk to Byakuya. You already talked
oh,
to him?
We'll talk to him after Taka. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, oh,
What the heck?
that's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Okay. Thanks. Let's, I guess, go down the line.
Oh.
So you finally noticed. Oh,
What the crap?
noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah.
Well, she's right. Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. Just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 just from just 10 minutes ago. Feeling of suspicion and fear had returned, in other words. You think I did it?
so then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really need to say anymore?
Actually.
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried off out of the
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh, just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whoever son of a bitch did this is here right now and thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they better
dead.
not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck him. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even...
You're not a detective.
I don't even do something like that.
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help but investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go just yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting semis still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigate! I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, where was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Very important. Check out her body again. I gently placed my hand on Jackie's life body. I touched her chest pulse and she's dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Damn it! Why is this happening? Hero, how you holding up, bud? No way! I simply don't want to die here. I beg you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. He doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Yeah. And are you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay.
Not by yourself, I hope.
Well, I guess Hiro's with her.
But we don't know one of them is not the killer, though.
I guess so.
Come on, buddy system. Although I already had my suspicions, I don't think it's either one of them.
Maybe. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any promise without investigating there. Off to my room. So I headed to my room, with Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Alright. Lots of things to look at. Let's, camera. Why not? Let's abandon the camera. The mastermind must have been using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. Notepad? Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood
What?
to be building freaking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted out theirs yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their little toolkits yet, cause like, what the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Very interesting.
There you go. Ask everybody to produce their toolkit. If they can't, you have a lead.
Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's a way less than it was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What happened here? Sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I haven't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. Look at that. The gold coating has come off of the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially, it's missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we decided to switch keys too. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. Wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place?
She must have let him in.
Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it.
Then that means that the killer was already in the room.
Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in an attack somehow? Plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath. But, huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. If a sheath like this would only get in the way, it could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the toothbrush section of your handbook. Trash can? No. Okay. Y'all. There are scratches gouges at the walls bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room next to you. And there's no way you can know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Sakura? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision is the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. Let's see.
By the way.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed all the stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a
that
bitch!
Dirty bastard! Anyone who raised their hand to have been a scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if I
dead.
ever find that son of a bitch who did this, I'll pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes.
Have Sayaka do it. Or not Sayaka, Sakura.
Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so. What? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Usual, what do you mean?
So...
I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I don't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Saika or the killer?
Well,
that's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been out since you function in the bed. Let's see. TV? No, TV. No, TV. No, I wanted to look at the TV. Oh, yeah, bathroom. Down the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Dead person? I told myself I certainly couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma vial to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, they get it. That's definitely something I should look into later. I also according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there. When her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery.
It's paint from the sword.
Yeah. Another thing that concerned me is... Huh? Some blood on her left index finger. That's it. All of both of her hands are fully spotless, so how come only your finger? I won't touch your finger. Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so...
She tried to write something.
Oh, man. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist gotten broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer could corner her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. This one. Yes, okay. Boop. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw. Written in blood, there were numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? That's the only thing here. Okay.
If you're looking down at it, it looks like Leol or something. Leoll or something. I don't know. If you're looking at it like upside down, because if you're sitting in her position where she is, where she's looking down at what she's writing, it would be like Leo something, Leo something.
That's like you found it by Makoto. The bloody numbers, that's mostly likely Sayaka's dying message. Bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. Okay. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting in the way she found her, it means she must have written them by turning only her hands towards the wall. If you were to write something like that in that position, you know what the result would be. The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you will remain unconvicted. Unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. It sounds like Yoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no clue. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
It's stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn to trick it open, it's no problem. Bathroom door frame was added to the door trooper.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? Doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door.
You can't open it, right?
The doorknob.
Doorknob for what?
What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something that's similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this is intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
They were hiding in the bathroom. They were hiding in the bathroom.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can have a lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I just have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would be stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So, what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm still lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was over there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob is added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I started looking into where the powder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD guy Sayaka got. Was Sayaka dead? I had no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. What you have to understand is everyone's an idiot, except for Kyoko.
Which, as much as I like Kyoko, I'm also suspicious of her because putting her in the driver's seat, so to speak, of the investigation means that she can lead it wherever she wants. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways.
Huh, that's funny.
If she gets killed off, I have a feeling it won't be till later, though.
Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Nameplate's on my room and Sayaka's room. Were they switch? All the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. So why would anyone do that? Drawer of nameplates has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright. So let's...
Why are they swapped?
Who knows? It's a mystery!
Whoa. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. If these... Okay. The map that was looked at earlier... Yeah, that map. The map that was looked at earlier to designate who had what room.
Yep.
You guys were all standing around the cafeteria talking, whatever it is, was standing around the gymnasium, I guess, talking, right before Junko got killed.
Yep.
Does that map designate that they were in the other room? Okay, I guess let me rephrase this. How does Gambler Girl know that they were in different rooms?
Oh, because on the Monokuma file it said that she died in Makoto's room. That's all she knows.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It just says on the death thing.
I'm asking, like, I was concerned how she knew that, and also why the name things are swapped. It seems really eerie to me.
Yeah, like, what's the... it's not... What did I bring up? There it is. Regulations. The bullets, yeah. Yeah, Monokuma file. Sayaka for death and assisting. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. So, quickly after they got the file, she checked it and was like, Makoto. She died in Makoto's room. Let's go in here.
I really like the art style and the way it loads in. It's
Yes,
cool.
very cool. Oh, Hina! Hi, Hina! Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Elaborate? Or no? Okay, in we go.
And the knife is missing.
There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the book section of your phone book. Let's go find somebody. Maybe the person we were just talking to. Because she literally said she was here last night. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall and someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Because I didn't take it. My house account has been added to the book section of your handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. So helpful, Hina.
This is fantastic. I love having people believe in me.
Yes, it's great. It's a good time.
I'll be honest, if I was gonna kill somebody, I definitely wouldn't lure them to my room to kill them if I wanted to get away with it. Don't you think that's a little too convenient?
Maybe.
A little bit of a red herring there, if you ask me.
Maybe. Let's see what's in here. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No, entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. I'd best just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Oh, the
Somebody
person...
didn't change his battery or something.
Or it's just an automatic thing. Cleaning duty has been added to the toothbook session. So helpful. Thank you.
Just thinking, in order to set up everything, you'd have to either be really good at robotics or really good at programming in order to set up everything. Because Monokuma has to be autonomous, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, we're gonna go. Well, he's like a special robot thing. I don't know.
Okay.
You gotta go into. Forgot.
You know what? It was a fanfic writer. He's the culprit, not the person who killed Sayaka, but the actual dude who set everything up. It's him. Let's just kill him off, please. I don't even care if I'm wrong at this point. Just kill him off.
There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset about it After seeing whatever was in that video, I wonder what did she say? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyways. I'm sorry, Saika. I need to borrow this DVD. I think that's...
Is there somebody named Leo L or Leol or something here? Is there anybody named that?
I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we
Of
go.
course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room. Only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whatever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you
Hey,
bastard.
Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You.
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want
right?
to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, poking around at it.
There's no way
What are
to
you
think
talking about?
this in
My
a
love
common
is for
sense
tea.
kind of way.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love's affection onto 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Sumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, there's harm in that. That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Ifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't even helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said the killer was... He said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. So he pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a
surely
doubt.
you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You're a fiend. You planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Interesting. What is this? There's something on the ground for the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece. Like a hunk of burning love.
It's definitely bubblegum blood. So.
Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape is part of the sleeve from the button-up t-shirt. Or the button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cup, which means this is that's left some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Red shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, even Afumi is wearing a button-up shirt, so a lot of people are. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah, is that? Do you know what this is? They say, Nicole 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Ease into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Nina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but this particular ball belongs to. There's only one person. They should also be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Gathergood's wall has been added to the book section. Yeah, buttons. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism.
How could the killer get access to the evidence thing back here? Unless they just tossed it out. Unless Hifumi is the killer, but I think I know who the killer is at this point, but I don't think it's Hifumi. So let's assume that the killer isn't Hifumi. How does he dispose of the evidence? Does he just toss it in a trash can?
We'll have to figure it out.
Okay then.
This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a
indeed.
pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay?
Unless you're all dead by then.
Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps it
fairy?
is the work of a fairy. Hey, Boo, do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
Huh? The fairy? No, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has keys to open the gates,
Most
it should be
suspicious.
impossible for the incinerator to be on. Yet, that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is it possible? Incinerator has been added to the boat section of your handbook. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naiki? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone
I'm sure of
already
it.
knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies.
You think?
I think that's everything. Look at this. This is it's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Yeah, going to. Ooh, so I think that's everything here. We have to find some people. I know where they are. Do 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 ba ba da be ba da ba da ba da wa do. Do 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 boo. Gotta go in here. Doody be bop. Doobody do.
How close are we to the trial? Really close?
Somewhat close. Give me a second. Hey, Taka.
Listen to
Do
me.
you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorms has a nameplate on it to show whom it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. He might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha 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 ha.
I'm not gonna lie. Our character isn't the killer because we've killed him first,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, alright. So we gotta go to the gym! There's actually two people we need to talk to here. Well, I don't think there's anything up here. Okay. Instead of display case for trophies and items. Nope. Okay. Alright, is that the Chihiro? Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Her host slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Waiting for trying. Even if she doesn't know, or could she even know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. How did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Is that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. You can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball is added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost ready to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from the fortune telling for 2 years. Come out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just it's too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Yeah. Hero's pretty dumb. Let's see, where... Oh, wait, yep. I remember where I got it. I believe after this, the trial shall commence. Who is the blackened? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD outside I threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds. But then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing up on stage, front and center, with a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
I wager 1 billion yen on her breaking up the band, basically.
Who knows? But she said they meant so much to her. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Ding dong, ding dong. It is time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. There it is. There's gonna be. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Okay. It's that. With the big red doors.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Is that like her permanent expression? I don't think I've literally seen her look any other way the entire game.
No, that was a different expression.
She's got like two expressions. She's got the smirking, scared expression, and then the scared expression.
Well, there was the very scared expression where she was like backed away. Let's not jump to the conclusion just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Me and Saika both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer?
It's literally written out for you.
The one who murdered Saika? Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright.
Let's talk to, yeah, that's true.
That. Let's get started. Nothing really to say. Anyone else?
Yeah, Hina.
What the heck? I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is doing right now.
Let's talk to, Game Boy Girl next room.
This one's Game Boy?
I can't remember what the heck her name is. Celeste.
Celeste.
Yes,
Celestia Ludenberg. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence?
let's talk to Leon.
Leon.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting the rest of you from here on out.
What's up with Byakuya?
Yeah. Well then, the time has fully come.
See what, Discount, Kuwabara has to say.
Who?
Discount Kuwabara? Guy in the far left in front, biker dude.
Oh,
He's Discount
Wanda.
Kuwabara. He's got the same haircut.
Why?
It's the same color
It's
too,
a
almost.
pompadour.
Yeah.
So
You've got the same like clothing and hairstyle. Like you
Gotcha.
can't tell me the hairstyle with the front red hair like bun kind of thing going on. I don't know what it's called. And the open shirt, that coat thingy with the bandages around the waist and the stomach. That's totally Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. You can't tell me
Oh
otherwise.
yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, I know that name from somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah, kinda. Except he wore like a blue like school uniform. This is a black kind of, not really necessarily a school. It's based off a school uniform, but it's longer and got designs on it.
Yeah, it's still good looking. It's a good design for him.
They're all really good designs in the first game, I think. They're very balanced, I think. Whoever snuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn corporate, huh? That is a good point.
Alright, let's go to trial, I guess.
Let's go! I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the door closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box ascended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come.
Oh,
Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up, now hurry up! Although they're not really sitting. We did what he said and found our seats. Not really seats, more just spots.
Pedestals, podiums.
The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Just stood there. But okay. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh boy. Time to save. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Because this is where the
Equip
game...
skills.
Yup. That's the only one we got from Sayaka. Hopefully I remember.
So you can set skills and they'll actually help you have a
Yes.
higher success rate in trials.
Begin with
Yep.
a basic explanation of
really
the
cool,
class
actually.
trial.
And you get them from talking to
your
people and
votes
stuff.
will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
okay.
Oh, shut up,
but
Mr.
what
Fanfic.
about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
So I'm gonna do my little cheesiness because you can save in between these parts.
Your save's coming. No.
But
How the mighty have
I'm
fallen.
doing it for a reason. To try to get as many coins as we can. Because the higher the score you get, the more coins you get.
Gotcha.
So it's better to try to do this once and get a bunch of coins so I don't have to like replay the trial again to try to get more. Yeah. So. Okay. First in the class. Let's
Is
begin.
it RNG?
You'll see. It's something. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. I have to be ready to speak up about everything because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. And I placed this on like novice, I think. So this first trial is super easy. Your first non-self-debate is about to begin. Yeah, I just want a refresher. Please answer the question. You engage in a number of non-self-debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder.
LA Noir now, let's go.
Use the mouse button to aim, then fire the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Here we go. Whee! You dizzy yet?
Yes.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should
I
have been
didn't
obvious
expect her
after
to say
taking
that.
one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. So they basically just go through like everything.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong! Stupid.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
Fuck you, Leon.
What do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Maybe. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. McMarlin went on such debates. Concentrate. Okay, space key. Yep. Yeah. So I can slow down time basically, but I can only do it for a limited amount of time.
Truth bullet time?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody.
No,
Was it? Somebody was in the dining hall.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Didn't do it.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night. All the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
There's no incentive to do that, because if the idiot swimmer girl is lying to protect Makoto, then she dies. So there's literally no way to do the coot system here.
Yeah, they're gonna clear that up in a second.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Hold on a second there, man.
I'm a girl.
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Poor Sakura.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here.
Junko.
Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Dun dun dun! Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Yes.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, You're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hangman's got it. I know how it works. Something that should have been at the scene of the crime, but wasn't. It must have been the crucial point. We can figure out what that something is. Oh man, what could it say? I have no idea.
Hair. Oh yeah.
But,
I'll have to go get an encyclopedia.
Oh
BRB.
shit! Hold on, I gotta check my dictionary.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Yes.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No, because you left the body there.
Yes. They would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled to get into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it!
The doorknob.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yeah, Leon.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering, act. I almost didn't notice it first, but is that the key point here? A bit more alarm not so. I don't know which part is this one. The number of weak spots start going up. How many weak spots? There's essentially only one lie or contradiction. In the debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun.
the incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Stupid.
Because
the reason my bathroom didn't
boys'
open
rooms
wasn't because
don't
it was
lock.
locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer
'Cause he's
could
an
easily
idiot.
make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so he didn't know that the doors actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the case took place in.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
She didn't walk outside the room, so that's not possible.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me justly in particular because of how friendly she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in because... Let me switch notes.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of us even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Yes.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search.
He swapped
and I
the
shaded in the
plates.
top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then, that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The
She was
note
using
was
his
likely
bait.
her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Not me.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But
A
can
true
you be
man of
sure
culture.
anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room
that Makoto...
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Let's see. So I can basically do this whole trial nearly perfect. I don't know.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could switch the door switch nameplates. Only other person who knew about the room switch.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching room.
Yes.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Oh yeah, keep sweating there, Leon.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then
Does he still
we
sweat
just
if
have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
does he still sweat if it's set on a higher difficulty?
That's just
No
what it
comment?
is. That's what it is. So no.
Okay.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
So now, swinging this specific sword is because of my wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. With a bit more learned by non-subjects. What do I need? So start loading multiple truth bullets in your replacement. Okay. Only one of the bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to the influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through the recoil. Or you can use mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is declined, fewer bullets will be loaded to the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to medium. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No. You're stupid.
No, that's wrong!
You're stupid though.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Unless you're the Batosai, you can use the sheath
How
too.
did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife is the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body allows it shows she never used a sword. The sword was part of her body.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
That's exactly
No,
it.
That's not it at all.
Objection.
Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because certain regulation of laws.
Water's
Water
off.
was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
I didn't need to know that. Really
You
didn't.
did?
I really did need to know that. I
You did?
really did not need to know that.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell
When you-
like a big fat ugly donkey.
When you have him cringing at you, you got problems, man. You've got some serious problems. Throwing it out
I'm
there.
not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An
Yes.
insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
One damage to see who would had would be.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Dun dun dun.
But we already said that the attack started with.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on
I
you.
love Leon's
That
face
is a
right now.
possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted
she's
to
my
get
friend.
whoever she had targeted.
I knew I was
to
Rainbow
Makoto's
Sack. I
room,
didn't trust
where she
her.
was staying.
I wanted to trust her, but I didn't trust her.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being
Shut up, we're onto
super
something.
boring right now! Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Who could it have been?
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I've made the finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues goes, there's nothing left.
Could you look more to see what kind of hairs are on there?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No.
Can I punch him in the face?
No, that's wrong.
Am I allowed to do that? Is that an in-game option?
We'll see.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Save a room.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must
Look
be
at
a
the
clue about the
ones.
killer hidden
You
in
see
there.
something between the ones?
It's a booger!
Well,
Her
before we
pen
get
ran out
too
of ink,
far
and by
into
her pen I
that,
mean her
I
finger.
need to ask. Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Some question looks like, because of her...
I got it!
Finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're not numbers! Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at
Can I
it
retreat
now,
the screen and strangle
you
them?
could also read
This
it
is
as an N.
irritating.
I told you they're stupid.
It's
One,
just
they're-
like it's like contrived anime bullshit just to make them like have dramatic pause, but
Yeah.
it's contrived anime bullshit. Please.
Well, one, there are technically high schoolers, and they're not all particularly smart when it comes to figuring out murders.
But their composure and debate skills are very good considering, which is also a little off-putting. It's just like
Some of
either
them
you're
are.
yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, not all of them are very good at debating. Some of them are better, like Celeste, Byakuya, Kyoko, obviously. But, yeah.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh, come on!
Damn it! It's no use! I just don't know! It's
I
too
don't know how to
hard!
look down. I don't know how to look down and read letters from the spot that she'd be staring at if she's slumped against the wall. Come on.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Can I give Kyoko a cookie? Can I give her a cookie? She really is
Rotate
best girl.
it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
I don't know. Some stupid idiot. Turn your message 180 degrees. Should become crystal clear. It was me the whole time!
Yes, it was me the whole time. No, can you mouse over Sayaka's portrait and blame her for her death?
Sayaka.
The key to solving
It was
this
Sayaka.
mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What?
What? No.
You're busted, fool.
That's not my name.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence that my name is written on the wall with blood. Or blood.
Total coincidence.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah. Believable.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Uh-huh. Sure it does.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Evidence that Leon tried to
Tough.
get rid of. It's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Yeah.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
The truth.
I think you've got save state-itis or something. You need to like go to like save. You did an SSA meeting. Save States Anonymous. They'll get you help.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Just thinking about it, we need to continue to in order to figure out. How it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
And you don't see them. So I don't have a problem.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
He forgot. He's like, wait, oh, that's me! And the way to use the incinerator without being the one on the That's exactly proves that Leon is the real killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yes.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No.
No, it's wrong.
You can just throw it, right?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room.
Hifumi, calm down. We're not.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you
It's an
could.
object you could.
If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the ball. Certain way.
I got it!
Yes, divine with it,
The
totally.
killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. Quite sure it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the break of the fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge.
For some reason, when it says Fumi there, it looks like there's a space. A slight space between the M and the I in his name.
Yeah, it's something wrong with the font or something.
It's weird. Anyway.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The killer is the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Expert, we gotta review the case.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing right, okay, I know how to do closing right. Alright, there we go. So, he goes to Sayaka's room. Sayaka tries to stab him, and this, and then when she goes for another attack, then back and then gives her a good old whack, and then gets the sheep off. She runs away, and then hides in there. And then he gotta get a screwdriver right there. While she's dying, she's writing on the wall. Gets the lint roller and cleans up. Grabs the crystal ball. Throws it, turn on the incinerator. Throws his shirt into the incinerator, but misses.
The killer is...
Oh, that was close. You only had 29 minutes left.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Quick save after that.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
Are you upset?
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Technically, none of the evidence points directly towards him.
Besides the writing on the wall, literally.
That, yeah. Besides that, but even then, that's...
Does the lint roller have any red hair in it? Because they have...
must have thrown it away somewhere. And they couldn't find
Okay,
it.
because if the lint roller had red hair on it, and that would point to either Leon or the Kuwabara look-alike dude, and the Kuwabara look-alike dude doesn't have that white shirt. Instead, he's got a black trench coat kind of stylized thing.
Yeah.
That would exonerate him because he doesn't wear that type of clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes.
But, anyway, yeah.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
There is another piece of evidence that proves that he, in fact, did it.
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. The first full-time battles will begin. It's buttons again, so. Sometimes I don't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in head-to-head battle. For this full-time battle, aka the BTW. You're going to show your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button press with tempo marker as you move across the screen or center. Swipe back to lock on, play foot down. To show your statement, you lock on to the left mouse button. You select the skill image shape font. If you can't pull it off, you'll be one thing. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for the hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak statement. The spot statement will appear. At the point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0, or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
So is this basically the same move we before, only there's a meter determining your progress that you have to fill out to do it?
It is like a rhythm
It's basically the
game
same
thing.
Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I could show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
It is literally a rhythm game. I thought it would be more, I don't know, more skill or something. Or you just shoot facts at them, literally shoot facts at them.
You'll do like a similar thing in a second.
Shut
this
up!
can actually get really
Where's your
hard
proof?
later on.
You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up.
Every time he points at his head, I keep getting flashbacks of Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
This should prove it.
Yeah, a little bit. Wait.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because
He
the
didn't
culprit
know
didn't
it was a
know
guy's
your
room.
Yep.
They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Fuck yeah, perfect score. I didn't
A
even
rank is
have
the
to.
highest.
I didn't even have to redo a part. Nice.
So you get the option to redo a part at the end, or what?
You can go back to different parts of the story that you've already finished.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Looks like you've reached your verdict.
Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's voting time. Who is found guilty? Monokuma vote. It's Leon!
Monokuma is basically confirming that you're right.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a
Son
bitch!
of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
You could have walked out the door, you jackass.
One wrong step, you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything became clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we've been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If that was her, and the video actually has something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that aren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place?
Probably.
I guess I'll never know. Not really sure, but probably not, because in the very beginning she recognized who Makoto was.
And she didn't know, I guess, at that point that she had to frame somebody
And she
in
didn't
order
know
to get
what.
out. She
Didn't see the video either. So she was worried about what was happening, but there was nothing confirming that something bad had happened necessarily. So, yeah. Because there's nothing I can do to ask what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Oh howdy, the entertainment industry sure must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
that's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoid punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
When she locked herself in the bathroom, you could have walked out the door, bro.
Yeah. How exactly was it self-defense? When you were forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shoved herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to.
That's first-degree murder, asshole.
It is not because you had an unquote intent to commit murder.
So,
No,
that's why...
that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone else. Were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say I have Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because one to blame is him.
Huh?
What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey!
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment
for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
Crouch him up into a cannonball and launch him out of a cannon.
Nope, you'll
As a-
see.
Let's
Give it everything we got. It's punishment time!
You're enjoying this too much.
I love Monokuma so much. I love his lines and everything. Here we go! Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment!
Ooh.
Bye-bye. And use.
He's in a batting... Okay.
Yep. And 1,000 blow. This 1,000 blows, I think. And then he's also hitting the back at at him too.
Wow.
Yep. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, spoilers. It's right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Okay, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting up an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense, make sense of something that doesn't make sense.
The bear's a sadist. There you
That's
go.
like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free from your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free from the outside world. You're trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's something deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before. Anyway, let's get to the Black punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of that fun for later.
What was that again? Can you like backtrack and show that again or no? That's what everyone is waiting for?
Hold on, there was a way to do it.
Backlog? Is there like a backlog like in visual novels?
There we go.
Right above that.
That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Okay.
I need to save some of that fun for later.
Here's a question.
Yo.
Besides the boy, you're probably not going to reveal this, it's a major spoiler. But besides the bear, are there other people watching through the surveillance and whatnot?
Possibly. Very possible.
Okay. I'm going to say take that as a 110% yes.
Maybe. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone.
I imagine our main character is going to go through some serious trust issues now.
Maybe. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me about all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard way. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 rating. Game of the year material.
Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. Surviving students. 12.
Are there about maybe 4 more cases or so?
I think so, something like that. You received the despair bat present. Would you like to save? Yes, please.
Is this a good dropping off point?
Yeah, I think just after this part, maybe as a little cliff off, kind of.
Okay, can you give me 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta do something.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Let's
Dot,
go.
dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Jiko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. This is still the night of after. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and drag you back out here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said?
Why are they allowed here? I thought they're not allowed in this area at nighttime.
It's just a rule they made up. It's not a school rule.
No, I thought that the dining room area is off limits at nighttime.
I don't think so.
What's the area that Monokuma says is off limits at nighttime?
Maybe it is, but maybe it's not there yet. Or maybe they haven't done it. I don't know.
Maybe it's an exception because of the trial or something? Okay, it seems like a little bit of a plot hole. Anyways.
Okay, it's not that big of a deal. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like, the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough enough staying here knowing that happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? I think he said some places are off limits. It didn't specifically say where. Yeah. Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would just hurt as much. Plus, I decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, okay? Right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with
the
this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over its peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they provided for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything had been planned down in vast, excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopathic thing. Go sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. To find them may not be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. So in which case, the only option is to see those around you win the game.
No.
What?
No what? I don't
I
want
can't
to
take
live.
it.
If it means killing someone else to do it, I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So, if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Saeva. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice with the vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Time for bed. I guess now it's nighttime officially.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will
Is it
be
dining
locked,
hall? Okay.
and entry
But
at
it
that
wasn't
point
technically
is
yet
strictly
time yet.
prohibited. Oh,
Gotcha.
and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that just now? Was he saying it's ARPA what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with
that
me.
piece of shit. Who does he think he is? That. And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of three classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just beginning. Our despair has only just begun. There we go. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair, Daily Life. That is where we shall end it. There we go.
Alright. Save number 76 of the stream, it looks like.
Yes.
Alright. I gotta go make food for my lunch tomorrow.
Right.
And I gotta finish the dishes. And I gotta get ready for bed, so I will catch you, I don't know, next time there's movie night or something.
Okay. Yep.
A quick question.
Yes.
Is the third Lord of the Rings film, would that be better on a weekday instead of the weekend, or does it not matter for you?
It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not particularly interested in watching them, so...
You're not interested in the third movie?
Not really. I just kind of will watch it if I, am bored, but I'm not particularly interested in watching it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll, catch you later then.
Yep. See yas. I think that will be the end of the stream. So, thanks for whoever came to watch, and hope you enjoyed, and see ya whenever I see ya.